So, when people think about schools, you think they're safe, a safe place to send your kids, or even for you to go to college too. Never do you think that something bad's gonna happen sometime throughout the day. So, our main claim is that teachers should carry concealed weapons on school campuses in case anything is to happen. So, we all know that, we all want our kids to be safe, and all students, including college students, to be safe, to be comfortable going to school, and being in an environment where they're able to progress in learning, where they don't, no one dies, anyone they know, professors. But this is becoming very normal. According to Jeffrey Cortland, this year alone, in the United States, 45% of shootings have occurred in colleges, 25% have occurred in high schools, and then smaller percentages have occurred in elementary schools, middle schools, and preschools. No one really thinks that any shooting occurs in preschools, but you would be surprised. Okay, so we are all aware that, like, the last shooting most people remember is one that happened in Sandy Hook Elementary. It's the most popular one. And it's amazing how someone can walk into campus and just shoot so many children, and even the principal from the school. So by implementing this, the risk of that many people will go down before, because cops tend to show up between 15 minutes to, if you're lucky, less than half an hour. So, and in this school, according to Steve Vogel from the Washington Post, the school authority said that Adam Lanza shot and killed 6 adults, including the school principal, and 20 children. They were shot in 2 different rooms of the school, police said. So by having this, someone on campus would be able to prevent so many deaths from occurring, and it won't leave it, well, the tragedy won't be so big. And most recently, there was a shooting that occurred yesterday in the UCLA campus, where a distraught student went to go meet with his professor in his office and shot him because he was upset with his grade. So not to say that if the professor would have been armed, or someone in the campus could have been armed, possibility of it not occurring. And according to CNN, the shooting took place in a small office building, and at the time they weren't aware of how many people were dead, or so it's a possibility that instead of just killing the professor, he could have gone onto the rest of the campus and shot more people, and there was a lockdown for all day, and many students were afraid. And also, the shooting affects students and their grades after it has happened. So by preventing shooting, by having professors or teachers on campus with weapons, it should be able to discourage potential people from coming in and killing other people, because they're aware that there's a possibility they will get to their target. And today, majority of about 140 something students this year alone have already taken weapons to school, but they were lucky enough that teachers were able to see the weapon and take it away from them. So this is a real big problem that needs to be prevented. And now in California, a new law has been passed, according to slim.com. And recently, the California state law grants individual districts and superintendents the authority to allow guns on campus. And this has been done as a way to prevent this from occurring any longer. And states such as Texas and Oklahoma already have implemented this law to prevent this from occurring.